Emma often felt like she was drifting through life alone. Despite being surrounded by people, the ache of loneliness settled deep within her. She convinced herself that no one truly cared, and that she was destined to navigate the world on her own. One rainy afternoon, as she walked home from work, Emma's thoughts spiraled into the familiar darkness. The raindrops seemed to echo her feelings, each one a reminder of her isolation. She pulled her coat tighter, trying to shield herself from both the cold and her emotions. But as she crossed the street, she noticed something she had never paid much attention to before. The barista at the cafe on the corner smiled and waved at her. She had seen him many times but had never thought much of it. Today, though, his smile seemed warmer, almost as if he was glad to see her. She kept walking, but the small interaction lingered in her mind. When she arrived home, she found a message from an old friend she hadn't spoken to in months. "Hey Emma, just thinking about you. Want to catch up sometime?" It was a simple message, but it made her pause. Over the next few days, Emma began to notice more of these small gestures. A colleague who asked how she was doing, her neighbor who offered to help carry her groceries, the friend who insisted on making plans for the weekend. She had been so caught up in her loneliness that she hadn't seen the people around her who genuinely cared. Emma realized that her loneliness wasn't because no one cared, but because she had built walls so high that she couldn't see the love and kindness surrounding her. Slowly, she began to let those walls down. She smiled back at the barista, replied to her friend's message, and accepted the neighbor's help. As she opened herself up, Emma discovered an invisible circle of people who had been there all along, ready to support and care for her. It wasn't that they hadn't been there before, she simply hadn't been able to see them. Loneliness, she realized, often blinds us to the connections we already have. Sometimes all it takes is a moment of awareness to see that we are never truly alone. There are always people who want to care for us, we just need to let them in. So if you're feeling lonely, take a moment to look around. You might be surprised by the love and kindness that has been there all along, just waiting for you to see it.